All right, welcome back. Episode 34. We are a little late than originally planned. Just had some stuff come up, so we apologize for that. But pretty big episode here. I think we got a lot to talk about, specifically kind of where we were last weekend, and some pretty big news coming out of the Berg Boys front. But who wants to go first? Who wants to go
give
first?
It to Matt. Give it to Matt.
Okay, let's hear it, Matt.
So we're just talking about past weekend.
Past week. Oh, it's been about 2 weeks since we've.
2 weeks. Oh boy. That's long. So I'll just start from this past weekend then.
Yeah.
So Thursday night, Mike, Annette, his family came up, as long as my friends Brittany and Brady. Spent the night for pre-wedding weekend. Friday we went golfing quick. And then you guys, I think, were the first ones here, Rosh and Jay Green. Then we went to the rehearsal dinner that night at Castaways on French Island. Great place there. Compliments of Big Mike. Then after that, we hit a couple bars and then came back here. Some questionable decisions made throughout the night, but we'll just leave it at that. And then Saturday was the big day, so we headed out to celebrations on the river. Did all that jazz, got married.
Just casually got married.
Just casually.
Yeah, just got
kind of got
married.
married somewhere in there.
Yeah. Great night.
Yeah.
Everyone tells you like, oh, it flies by, and you kind of are like, yeah, okay, whatever. But
right.
it legit flies like that. Like I remember at one point, I don't know who it was, came up to me and was like, hey, I got a piece of pizza for you. And that was like our late night snack that started, I think, at 10 or 10:30. And I was like, wait, what? It's already that late? But yeah, so did that. Sunday, woke up, said goodbye to some of you guys. And then we decided just to kind of get out of town by ourselves, me and Sarah, and went to a pizza farm outside of Nelson, Wisconsin. Kind of like a wood-fired pizza place, outdoor seating.
What'd you get?
I got the classic pepperoni sausage.
Okay.
She got the special, which was like tomato, basil, and a couple other veggies on it. And then we hit a creamery on the way back, and then kind of spent Sunday night.
What'd you get there? Did you get the creamery?
Just a classic chocolate. I'm a pretty simple man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Sarah?
She got a strawberry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And then Sunday night we just opened some gifts, hung out. That's about it.
Mike, let's go to you, man.
Well, a lot what Matt already said. Got into town Thursday. Did some golfing. Kicked Matt's ass in some golf Friday morning. So,
That true,
yeah.
Matt?
What's that?
Is that true?
I mean, he beat me by 4 strokes, so I don't know if that's really kicking ass, but
Okay.
Kicking ass.
Brady
Sure.
would probably
And-
say he got his ass kicked.
yes, Brady did. Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though, Matt. You didn't use any breakfast balls, though, right?
I did not. No, I did not.
Mike, how about
used
you?
one, but I shouldn't have, and I'm echoing right now, so somebody needs to turn their volume down. But, yeah, I used one breakfast ball. I shouldn't have. I should have just played my first one that I hit. But, yeah, no, had a great time at Matt's wedding. I didn't know if we were gonna roll into that next, or if we were gonna expand on that. But, well, I think a lot of people had a fun time that night as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a great spot. The venue was beautiful, outside wedding. And obviously moved inside there for the reception and all that stuff. But Big Mike was cutting, not me. Big Mike was cutting a little rug there. I think the Shania Twain got the juices going for him a little bit.
He said he wanted one more AC/DC song.
Yeah, I requested it, but that DJ was good. He was really good.
I like that.
He was, and but yeah, Big Mike was cutting some rug a little bit. Yeah, I think just a lot of people had a good time that night.
Yeah.
Including your wife, Matt. But yeah, no, it was Good time. 2-day hangovers are real. It took me 48 hours to feel normal again. So great weekend.
Rush, let's hear it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I flew in Wednesday. Same thing. The one thing, if we don't expand on that, the one thing I'll say that hasn't been, well, Mike kind of said it, but I just thought the venue was just freaking sweet. Like obviously the wedding and stuff was special, seeing everybody, but that stuff's already been said. But I just thought the venue, like the outside area, the views, the setup, the indoor, and how just well done the indoor was, and the rooms that the ladies got to get ready in, and just and then even the small things that I know this is going to sound weird, but even like going into the bathroom and seeing the little care package on the countertop where you had like, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Axe body spray, dental floss, gum. I mean, it was just like, it was just a really well done wedding and a great venue. But then I actually had to fly home. So I actually had to leave the wedding early Saturday night because I had a 10 a.m. flight out of Milwaukee the next day. So I had to leave to get to that because we closed on our new house on Monday. So got right back from the wedding. We closed at 9 a.m., we closed on our new house at 11, dropped off one load of stuff. It was also the very first day of our CHASA organized practices for football. So I had the first day of football. Back to the house, bunch of football players. I had about 20 show up to load up a U-Haul. Took that to our new house, unloaded it, got done about 9:45. Tuesday, same story, different day. And now here we are Wednesday. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave this podcast a little early because we still got a couple truckloads of stuff that we need out because we have to be out tonight. So I'm going to have to leave a little early to get that done because we just want to make sure we give our buyer the best looking house we can. So we got to clean it all up and do that stuff as well. So it's been busy. I don't know what sleep is the last 6 days, but eventually I think I'll remember what it is. But it's a good thing. It's not like, a wedding and moving into a new house is all awesome, amazing things. So it makes not sleeping worth it.
Well, we appreciate you coming while you can here, Rosh. Yeah, I mean, I'll mimic a lot of the same stuff. I don't want to glide over Castaways. What was that, Friday night?
Yeah.
They had this burger, chicken, all you could eat, like buffet with French fries. It was just awesome.
Square burgers too.
Square, yeah.
The venue was awesome. Beautiful bride. It was all great. And I'm officially the only single bird boy left here. So
you hear that,
ladies?
Hey, ladies.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I got a story for you guys. And Rosh, I know you posted this in the group chat a couple days, 3 days ago. The Pirates, we had a tough loss on Sunday. We were in Mazomanie. And if you know anything about like Pirates baseball, Mazomanie, we just kind of go back and forth with them and kind of can get hostile environment there at times. And well, anyway, long story short, I had my first warning from an umpire that I was going to get booted.
Ooh.
And kind of what was happening was, I don't know what the score was. We were right there. It was probably 4th or 5th inning, and they had this tall lefty guy, older gentleman, but he pitched at Iowa, so he pitched. He was a really good ball player back in the day. Still a really good ball player. Had a good game, but anyway, he kept balking. He never stopped when he came to his. Well, he just kept balking. And what's happened this season because of COVID is we've had a lot of, I guess you could call them replacement umps, like guys that don't normally ump home talent league. So you got a lot of guys that just, they're there and we appreciate them doing the job. And that's ultimately why I kind of calmed down a little bit. But the guy knew me. I mean, we knew him. And he was doing the field. I won't say his name, but he said, "Jay Green, another word out of you and you're gone." And because we kept yelling, "Balk, balk, balk, balk," and this guy's just getting rattled. He's pointing towards the umpire like, "You guys got to do something about these guys yelling balk every time I throw a pitch." And he's rattled, and the guys over there are like, "Yeah, tell him to stop it." That's and then we're razzing them up, like telling on us and whatnot. But anyway, so that was pretty exciting. Don wasn't too happy about us not being able to, get our team energized up, I guess. So that was kind of a
Coach
story.
Don.
Yeah, Coach Donnie Mauder, just a heck of a guy. So anyway, but yeah, just very blessed to be a part of your weekend, Matt. That was very fun.
Oh yeah. Thanks for coming, fellas.
And so let's move forward here. And Mike, I don't know if you can put this in, probably not, but a couple days ago we opened the online store. It's kind of a fundraiser for us, but it's also just really cool apparel too. We got hats. This time we got polos, quarter zips, just really nice. You get black or white. I already got a ton of orders in, and I mean, it just helps us. We only get a small percentage of it, but I know a number of people were looking for hats specifically, so pretty cheap price for a hat out there.
Oh, yeah.
If you're interested. And so we'll post that again in all platforms. But also next here, and then I'll move the talking over a little bit. We are going to do a contest, and we kind of talked about it a little bit today within our chat, and Mike kind of had a good idea. I just want to add a little bit to what you were saying, Mike. So I think what we're thinking about doing, we're going to make a post, and the post is it's just going to be a basic question, kind of promoting ourselves, as well as asking those who are following what.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, just share what your favorite part of the Berg Boys has been.
Or they should comment who their favorite Berg Boy is.
Right. Yeah. Either or.
Interesting.
Favorite part of the Berg Boys podcast, whether it be a guest, an episode, whatever it may be, and why, or your favorite Berg Boy and why. But you got to like it and share it as well, and then you'll get entered.
And you must like our page.
Yes, like our page, and we'll check it all. The winner will get two preseason Packer tickets.
Woo!
21st of August. It's a Saturday against the New York Jets. It's 100. It's on the 100 level.
Wow.
Yes, 2 Packer tickets. I already told Uncle Dean about this. I don't remember if I told Uncle Jay.
Well, we might as well not. Uncle Dean.
Well, Uncle Jay's a Vikings fan, so he won't be entering. Yeah.
Why would I tell Uncle Jay that then?
Yeah.
Anyway, so please, again, and I'll say this again, and we'll make the post probably right after this, and we'll give it a week, and we'll do the drawing next week. So we will have an episode next week, fellas. We'll do the drawing next week, and I'll just we'll put it in paper, and I'll draw it right in front of live. So let's comment your favorite Berg Boy and why, or your favorite episode, whatever it may be, and why. Like, share, or favorite, share the post. That sounds about right. Guys?
Yeah.
Lambeau Field.
Now, are we gonna do like those raffles where you have to be in person to collect your prize? So like you have to be watching us live to collect your prize?
Oh boy.
Good question. That would make incentive for somebody to show up.
That would increase our views maybe a little bit,
Certainly would.
Just something to think about.
I would lean towards no. But that's
because you're a nice guy.
Yeah,
we get it. We get it.
It's just we like to do something for our fans, and this is, don't ask how we got the tickets.
I mean, I don't even know how we got the tickets, so
yeah. Well,
I ain't gonna ask.
We just appreciate the support.
We got them from Aaron Rodgers.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. So this is one way we're giving back, and that's all. We appreciate you guys and your support. So, talking about Aaron Rodgers, let's move it. Let's mix it up a bit, because I know, Rosh, you got to leave, and I know I'd like to get your feedback on it. Aaron Rodgers interview. Okay. It's been proclaimed one of the most honest interviews in sports. And we lost Mike. And I'm wondering your feedback. Everybody's feedback on it. We haven't really talked about it publicly because, quite frankly, if I'm being as straightforward as I can with everybody, the Berg Boys are pretty split on Aaron Rodgers, which is good, right? And I think it's good because we got different point of views.
And I think I'm assuming the fans are probably split as well, the Berg Boy fan and the Packer fans.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think so. I think we've came to the general consensus, however, that we're moving forward now, right?
Yeah.
It's Packer season. Let's go Pack. Simple as that. You're here. Whoever's here, let's go. So anyway, back to the interview, Raj. Thoughts on it, and what would you have liked to see maybe, or what did you see that you liked, etc.?
So a couple things. I might get long-winded here, so cut me off if you need to. But first thing is I loved his interview because it was honesty. However, why couldn't he have done that same interview in April?
Yeah,
that's one of my biggest things.
Yeah.
Because he said,
I'm on the mic, Mike. I'm on the mic.
He came out and said that he wanted to keep it close.
Okay, screw my feelings then. I can't have an opinion. I thought this was America. Okay.
We'll get to you, Mike.
Okay,
we'll get to you, Mike.
I understand he said that, but I can still feel the way I feel. He didn't want to make it public, but now he's making it public. So what the hell's the point if it happened now or then? It would have saved a lot of controversy all summer long.
Because he was trying to work out his new deal that he got right now.
He could have done that in April if he would have came public with it in April.
Now, Rosh, I apologize. I'm just going to butt in here quick. It's just natural for a fan to want to know what's going on, man. You know, that's all this is, Mike. Like that's what it is. Go ahead, Rosh.
So I liked it. It was honesty. I this whole time just wanted to know, are you in or are you out? If you're in, let's go win. Like, I'm not holding a grudge against Rodgers if he's a Packer, right? He's amazing. He's a dude. Like, let's go win. But if he doesn't want to be a part of it, let's move forward with the love then and let's just move on. And so now we have clarity. And so now it makes me feel a lot better. But the one thing that I do love about his interview, other than just the brutal honesty, was when asked, because this was my biggest question. I think I texted in our group text and Matt kind of sent me straight. So I appreciate that, Matt. Oh. But the one thing I was wondering was, if he doesn't want to be here, would he be all in? You know what I'm saying? And in that interview, he said he's all in. He loves his teammates. He loves the fans. He loves Green Bay. He loves the coaches. Basically, he only just hates management. So when he said that, that made me feel a lot better. Like, okay, this dude's ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? And Matt thought that and knew that. I was hesitant. He kind of set me straight, so that was good. But then to hear him say that just kind of reiterated it and kind of made me feel like, all right, like it's go time. Like it's the last dance, as they say on those Instagram posts.
I don't like that either.
Bro. Yeah, I don't like it either. But you know, it's nice to know that he's all in, right? And you know, we can get into his reworked contract and all that stuff, and who does it benefit? Does it benefit Rodgers or the Packers or both? I mean, that's a whole topic in itself. So I'll save that for a later date. But in terms of the interview, like I said, as a fan, Mike, I just would have appreciated it if he did it in April, because think about it, if this comes out before the draft, we don't have any draft day drama. We don't have.
Man, he was trying to work out the new deal.
We don't have every single ESPN.
I don't understand what you don't get about that
for the 3 months. Okay, every ESPN episode for 3 months is Rodgers in, is he out? Oh, he canceled his membership at the country club. Oh, he hired somebody to clean his house. He's never done that before. Like, dude, we would have had an answer in April. Okay, Mike, I understand it's a business. I get it. I'm saying from a fan standpoint, we all just wanted to know. Okay, I'm not saying we deserve that right. I'm just saying we wanted to know. But that was my biggest thing from the interview. I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's a Packer. I'm glad he's all in and we're moving forward. You know, and I did see something today, or maybe one of you guys sent it, or maybe I saw it on Twitter.
I think I know you.
But he was in communication with Jordan Love all offseason.
Yeah.
Just seeing how he's doing, like making sure that this whole cloud wasn't affecting him. So, you know, that was just kind of cool on Rodgers' part too, to be doing that.
Well,
but you know, and again, in terms of his interview, I thought it's what we need more of. I appreciate business being behind closed doors. And I understand that fans don't deserve the right to know what goes behind closed doors in terms of meetings and stuff.
That's fair.
However, when us fans are paying for these players to play football, because think about it, how does an NFL owner get their money? We watch games, we go to games, we pay it in concessions. That's how they're paying these players. So in essence, we're kind of the reason that, you know,
dude, that's a way bigger topic.
So my theory is with Rodgers' honesty, I think it's something that I'm not saying we deserve it, but I think sports need more of it, I guess.
Okay.
Is more honesty and more clarity so we can get kind of an inside scoop of how these things go down and just that whole thing. Because I think it helps, because if this situation were to come up again, I'll have a different perspective on it because of Roger sharing what went down and how it went down and his true feelings and everything. I think gives us fans a different perspective to be kind of more open, I guess. At least from my point of
because
view.
he wanted
Mike,
to wait
oh my
until
God.
his.
Can I leave now? Can I go move my house now?
Chris?
Talking to Mike Lennon is like beating your head on a brick wall sometimes.
All right, let's go to Matt. Matt, let's hear your opinion on
Yeah,
the interview.
I mean, not much, but I agree with Rosh. I really thought it was a thoughtful interview, and I mean, it's crazy, how far back that goes. All these grievances, but yeah, I like Rosh said, I think more players need to do this. I think everyone can go up there and say the 1 word 2 answer, that you're supposed to say, and that's why I liked. I mean, we talked about it last year, like him on being on Pat McAfee. You kind of get inside of who Aaron Rodgers is, and
you said he's going back on that too, right?
Yeah, he said that. Well, AJ Hawk said that when last time he talked to Rodgers, that he would really like to do that again this year because it helped him kind of like clear his mind.
Yeah, decompress.
Yeah, during the week. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty, a good interview. But talking about what you said about today about Jordan Love, I also did see that a reporter asked him about the relationship, with him and Goot again. And he kind of said, all relationships are a work in progress. We've sat down since I've came back and kind of progressed our relationship so far. Could he be saying that? Who knows? Maybe it's true.
Well,
Yeah, but look at what Goot did of drafting or not drafting, trading for Randall Cobb.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
And that's what
I would say that's Goot trying to work on his relationship with Rodgers.
So it's funny you bring that up, and sorry to cut you off, Matt, and I bring it up because that was going to be one of my questions to Mike. Okay, so the Packers went out, 2 days after he showed up, or whatever, however long it was, and got his old friend who we've talked about. There's some positives and negatives to this acquisition, right? The positives are he's going to be able to mentor young Amari Rodgers. He knows Rodgers. He makes Rodgers happy. Clearly, this was a Rodgers move, right? I mean, Goop basically said that.
Yeah, he's straight up, yeah.
But yeah, he does bring some mentorship, leadership. Do I still think he has something left in the tank? I sure hope so. Now the negative is he's taken up a position for a younger guy, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's MVS, Funchess is probably out the door. I think we agree on that. But reps from Amari, reps from Lazard, who we all like those guys for the most part. I mean, MVS has his moments. But anyways, Mike, there was that question for you. Like, okay, well, this is something that clearly Goot didn't want to do, but did it anyway. And then also, I don't know what the other question was.
Well, I think the biggest thing too, and my biggest takeaway, and Rodgers talked about this pretty much immediately in the start of his interview, was he was upset of the way that veteran Packers were kicked out the door or kind of left the Packers abruptly. And I think maybe this is part of him kind of saying, because what did we get Cobb for? Like, what's he on our cap? Like $3 million?
Yeah,
He's not 2, 3, 3.
Yeah, so it's obviously not a huge burden to our cap, but I think, and that's where I really do think where Rodgers, a lot of this is coming from, is just the way that he's maybe seen some of the, the AJ Hawks, the John Coons, the Micah Hydes, all those guys, just to see kind of their experience kind of in their last year or final years with the Packers. And then obviously Rodgers doesn't want that to happen. He's talked about retiring a Packer for like the last 7 years. But yeah, I think obviously Cobb is really excited. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that too. I'm sure you guys did, but he said he like broke down in tears, and him and his wife were crying. And obviously, Green Bay is a really special place for him. And
that brings me up to the second question now that you just for whatever reason said the words Green Bay, and it just rung a bell in my. But in his interview, Rodgers had said, and correct me if I'm wrong because I could be. He says something along the lines of, "People don't come to Green Bay for vacations; they're coming to Green Bay to see me."
He expanded on that too, I believe.
Okay, because you can understand how that may be taken in a different way.
Yeah. Well, I think those were kind of along the lines of like where it was free agency as well. Like obviously like one of Rodgers' other things too was that he wants to be involved in free agency. He wants to be the kind of the quote unquote recruiter to help get these guys into Green Bay. But I don't know. I that's where but then he kind of made the comment too, like the Packers have been one of the most successful organizations in the last 30 years, or
they have
right around there. And obviously a lot of that is due to the fact that we do have Brett Favre. We did have Brett Favre. We do have Aaron Rodgers, but I just don't think like that's obviously like the Packers are more of like a let's draft well and groom them and grow our own kind of thing. But I don't really know where I was going with that. But.
Well, no, I think you made a good point. I mean, that's just the way it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, we get big players at certain times, like Julius Peppers and Woodson. But Julius Peppers wasn't in his prime.
Smith brothers.
Smith brothers. I think the Mike nailed it with the Packer strategy is they're never.
Yeah.
The Packers are never going to go until Goot's gone after a couple, and Woodson. I think that was a big one, obviously, but we're never really going to be super active in the trade and free agency market for a bunch of big names. Instead, we're going to draft, we're going to groom, and then we're going to just pick a couple veteran free agents to fill depth or to fill holes. And that's been their blueprint forever. I mean, even with Favre, I mean, there's years Favre had no weapons, but their defense was really good, or their O-line and run game was really good. And then he did get a couple weapons. And then you look at Rodgers, and he's had weapons, he hasn't, he's had, but what's been the main consistent is we've won all those years, and so like their blueprint works. But the one thing that I really liked about what Rodgers said, because this is why I thought he was selfish for a while there, was I thought he wanted a say in players getting cut, players getting traded, etc. He in that interview said he doesn't want to say, he just wants to be a part of that conversation.
He wants to be heard.
And when I heard that, I was like, okay, I can appreciate that. I like that. Like, if you're going to cut Jake Krumrow, that's fine. Like Roger said, but I want to have a say. Like if your ultimate goal is to cut him, let me talk, let me give my say. If you still think you need to cut him, okay. Thank you for listening, basically, is what he said. And I can really appreciate that. So I did like that part of the interview, too.
Packers quote, like they've probably never done that for any player in the history of the Packers.
Nope.
And if that's your firm stance with everybody, then that's your firm stance.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. So all right. Well, I apologize, boys. I don't mean to dine and ditch here. I'm glad I got to talk a little Packers, but next week we'll be moved in. We'll be good. Well, I'm just kidding. We'll probably still have boxes everywhere, but at least I'll be in the new dig. So you'll be able to see my new podcast room. It's not going to be quite as sweet as Matt's there with the Coors Light and the Packers and the Badgers, but appreciate it, guys. Carry on, and I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right,
sounds good, Rosh.
Jesus, Mike, you really know how to push his buttons. I'll tell you that much.
Always have, always will.
My goodness. Anyway. Nice. All right. Well, I got a little Reedsburg news for us. There's pickleball courts. You guys know what pickleball is?
We have one. We have pickleball courts at the Schwamigan Bay Golf Club.
Schwamigan Bay.
If you're in the area, hit up Mike, 715-682-8004. No free shout-outs.
Just no lefties. Pickleball courts are going in Reedsburg. I guess
where are those going?
Those are going up by Nishan.
Nice.
Where Butterfest used to be on the grass there?
Yeah.
Kind of that little area there. It's already paved. There's already nets up, working on the fence.
Damn.
So it's pretty exciting. I think pickleball is a sport or an activity. How would you call it a sport? I'll call it a sport. It's a
It's
sport
like tennis.
Yeah. It really goes for the smaller guys. So I really got a good chance of like just dominating everybody. I think I could for sure beat you 3 in it.
Wow.
In pickleball. Rosh has no chance. I mean, he's already complaining that pickleball hurts his back when I brought it up to him.
Oh.
Oh, I'm a big guy. I got to bend over and hit a ball. But anyway, so that's pretty exciting. I did find out as well. Yes, any pickleball players out there, please let me know so we can play. Anybody, any age at all. But yeah, that led me to think. I was introduced to pickleball in high school.
When? We never played. Or I was gonna say we didn't do it for like gym or anything. We
I
did
don't know.
badminton.
No, I played pickleball in gym.
Yeah, I think we played pickleball. Anyway, what was your guesses? I know, and I'm guessing it was badminton. You guys really is there anything else that you guys really like to play in like gym class?
Badminton was next level good.
Yeah, badminton in high school, but I'm gonna kick it way back to elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you guys will remember this. Remember that huge parachute thing?
Oh yeah.
I love that thing. I don't know
What's your
why.
favorite part about that? Sitting underneath of it.
Sitting underneath it, and it was just like a dome. I mean, or those like roller chair, like those seats
chairs. Oh man.
That you sat on, except if you got your fingers crunched
your
together.
fingers and your heels.
Yeah, not too hot then.
But yeah, badminton, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Jerry Griffin, if you're listening to this.
Oh, look at that. Pickleball league.
Look at that. Jay Green, enter.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, Jerry.
Okay. All right, Tanner. All right. I will. Well, live stream me in my first match.
Yeah.
But I got to lose a little bit more poundage probably if I want to be competitive. So just give me a couple years. Anyway, appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked Ultimate Frisbee too. I mean, it was a lot of work in high school.
I don't remember playing that either.
Mike, did you do a fitness class where you lift? You were a TA with me. You remember that?
I do not remember playing Ultimate Frisbee at all.
You guys didn't like the?
I was a big kickball guy. South School, we used to.
Oh yeah.
Where you were located, like if the home run was if you hit the building of the school, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, South School had a sweet gym too. We can talk about that another time.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Just a cool environment.
You guys didn't like the pacer test?
Is that school still there?
It's still there. I don't know if doing anything though. That's a good question. I should ask Mayor Dave.
Yeah.
So kids don't go to school there?
I don't think so. No. Okay, here's a question for you guys. And don't shoot it down immediately. Like, I didn't put this on the itinerary because I didn't want you thinking about it. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how open would you be to having your wives on the show to talk a little bit about?
0.
I don't care.
You would, Matt?
No, I wouldn't care.
Okay. Just think about it. I knew Rosh would. I don't know what Rosh would say, but well, I'll talk to Annette and maybe she can talk you into it, Mike. But yeah, just to get a little dirt on you for our followers or whatnot, maybe.
Okay.
Bucks moves. So the Bucks, we're gonna talk a little Bucks quick here. Re-signed Bobby. 2 years, a big fan favorite. We talk about it every episode since he kind of became a thing, just a real fan favorite. Milwaukee really likes him. I really like him. He's embraced Bug Eyes Bobby. But we did lose the dog.
The dog.
We lost him. He went to the Miami Heat. PJ Tucker. We did sign a couple other guys. I don't know their names, I guess, but some fill-in players. And something I want to know, I was really excited about it when it happened. Sam Decker's back in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think that's just so cool.
Toronto Raptors.
I think that's awesome, man. The guy's, it's just really cool. You guys follow him on Twitter?
Yeah.
Just a funny guy, really personable. I bet you if we reach out to him and ask him to come on,
he would. We should do
I
that.
bet you would.
150%. We should do that.
And I'd love to just talk about Wisconsin with him.
Yeah.
he played in Turkey or something too. I'd love to hear about that experience.
For two years.
Yeah,
I think.
He really worked on.
So what was funny is he was actually a Milwaukee Buck for like a week, wasn't he?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even.
Like
That was like 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then he ended up getting traded
He
again.
said he didn't even like fly into Milwaukee.
It's funny
That's how
because you
short
can
it
watch his tweets during the championship, and you can tell he's a Bucks fan. Like,
Oh yeah.
He's lived in Sheboygan growing up. He hit that crazy high school shot. I'd love to talk to him.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's a good idea. In terms of the Brewers, now the Brewers made a couple moves this trade deadline. They acquired.
And before you say those, I did watch my first Brewers game with
Let's
Matt.
Let's hear about it. Who pitched? What was the
outcome? No clue. They ended up winning 12-0.
Yeah.
That was last Thursday night.
Dinger Central.
Okay. Matt, do you remember who pitched?
Oh, it was Peralta.
Peralta.
As I say, I was just about to say Freddie.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, they're doing well. They're still beating the teams they need to beat. Go ahead.
No, I might have jumped the gun here, but we acquired John Axford for $1, and now he's done for the year. Did you guys just see that?
Is he done?
He's done for the year. He's gonna need season-ending surgery.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, can we get
a little too hyped up? Yeah.
Well,
but
good for him.
Who was our other big one? Why can't I think of his name right now?
Eduardo Escobar.
He's like hitting in the 4-hole now.
Yeah, he had a good game today.
Yeah.
We just took 2 out of 3 from the Pirates.
Big what's his name? That hit the dinger today. That three-run jack. That big boy, Rowdy.
Yeah, he was a little earlier in the offseason. We got him. We got a couple relief pitchers, but the bigger news I wanted to talk about with the Brewers was that COVID's kind of hitting us pretty hard right now.
Yeah, big time.
So it sounds like Josh Hader's down. Is Corbin Burns down with it?
No.
Who's the other pitchers that are down with it?
A lot of bullpen guys.
Boxberger?
No, not Boxberger. I think Lauer maybe.
Okay.
Keston Hero went on it yesterday. And Yelich is supposed to come back tomorrow.
Yelich was out on it. Yep.
Yelich was out on it.
Yeah.
And before being too political, but do you guys think that they just didn't get the vaccine?
No, they did.
They did get it.
Besides, I'm guessing because Craig Counsell couldn't say, besides Hader. Because they asked him straight up if they got it, and he said he couldn't answer. But the other ones,
on another side note, we weren't going to talk about the Olympic golfs, but shout out to Xander Schauffele for winning. But the big news was Bryson DeChambeau couldn't go because he had COVID, and they were like, "Do you regret not getting the vaccine?" Because he didn't get the vaccine. And he's like, "Absolutely not," which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we could certainly talk about that.
We probably shouldn't, but well.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you make your own decisions, and it is what it is. But
way to leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, best.
So, Brewers are doing good.
Yeah,
still on top of the division. What, seven games now?
I believe almost 8 now.
8 games,
and they kind of said that if we literally play 500 ball, that we will be about 20 to 30 games over 500.
Yeah, I think we'll be.
And I was just listening right before I got on here to MLB Network, and they think that there's a good possibility we might get 100 wins this year.
You guys think how stupid is it that what the LA Dodgers are doing?
Yeah,
They just picked up Cole Hamels, didn't they, as well?
And Max Scherzer.
It's so
dumb. No, they did pick up Cole Hamels.
Yeah,
it's infuriating, and not because. Go ahead. No, because I really need to think about what I say.
For a good freaking laugh, look up their payroll compared to the Brewers right now.
But also, how awesome is it? I know they picked up Chris Bryant, but that the San Francisco Giants are literally on top of that division. Yeah. And big series. I mean, they're coming to Milwaukee this weekend, so we'll find out.
But you think, like, with the firepower of the Dodgers, it's only a matter of time if the Dodgers come charging back here, make the playoffs, go on a tear.
Well, So I got
Wow,
this thought.
that's where I don't like baseball at all. I shouldn't say I don't like baseball at all. That's just my biggest with baseball. It's like, man, I don't know, that's where it's so crazy, what the Brewers are doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive.
There should be no reason why the Brewers are in first place in their division. Are they still in first place? I don't even know.
What team
But
did you like growing up, Mike?
I like the Yankees
Okay.
and Brewers.
The reason I bring that
I was a big I love
You're a
my
Jeter
favorite
fan.
my
Right,
favorite
right.
player all time, and this will never change, is Derek Jeter.
Right, and we talked about that. We had an
Yeah.
episode about that. If you wanted to talk about, perhaps put that in the post of, hey, that was your favorite episode. Just a little hint there, maybe. But 62 million, Mike. The Dodgers payroll is higher than the Yankees. That's second place. $62 million to spend on players.
Wait, Dodgers are in first, correct?
Yes, right.
Okay.
And Yankees are second.
But there's 62 million more than the Yankees were.
That's what I'm saying. And then you got the Indians down there who have 47 million total compared to the Dodgers who have 266 million. So it's just it's.
Well, that's why it's awesome. Like how many? I mean, I'm dating myself back a little bit, but that's how awesome it was when the Kansas City Royals won it all.
Yeah.
Like their salary was way below.
You got to think.
But it's such an outlier that when that happens, I don't know.
You got to think. You got to think that no matter if you're not a Dodgers fan, you're cheering against them, right?
Oh, 100%.
That's how it's gotten, right?
100%.
On a side note, do the Cubs have anybody on their roster still right now?
No.
Well, you love to see it.
I love to see it.
You love to see it. Yeah, they still. I don't know. I can't name anybody.
Contreras, they said, was the only player they got from the winning club.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that.
Which is crazy because it wasn't that long ago.
No, not at all. I mean, to start this year, I thought they could contend.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. But anyway, so you guys want? I didn't know that Rosh was going to leave so early, I guess, but I have kind of a lame activity if you guys want to do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. I was also gonna say, so I left my jacket at the wedding, Matt, and your parents brought it back, and I went and saw Big Mike today at home at his house, and I was gonna get it, but I was in a rush, and what I had planned to do is, I've been planning to call Janelle, your guys' mom, or Mike, and just, hey, who does better at this, and from your parents' perspective, and then you guys have to guess, what mom would have said or what dad would have said, right? And so we'll still do that in the future. Just
that's good.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
And we'll do it with Roush too. We'll call Debbie and just ask him questions and try to see if he can guess the answers. But so I'm going to ask you guys a question. I'm going to ask you to name something, and you're going to get 15 seconds to think of how many of those you can name, and whoever guesses the most wins.
Dude, I don't like these ones. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we'll go Matt first, and you can. And if you guys want to think of one for me too, I'll participate. I don't like doing it either, but
okay.
So Matt, your question is naming something that's yellow. You get 15 seconds to think about it.
That's yellow?
Yep.
When do I go?
I'll tell you when.
I'll look around a little bit here.
Anything. It could be anything.
Anything? Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Field goal post, school bus, pair of cleats, water bottle.
Pair of cleats?
Yeah, yellow cleats.
Okay.
Pillowcase.
10 more seconds.
Yellow Gatorade.
Okay.
Goldfish, or is that orange?
That's orange.
Banana. Lemon.
Okay. So you got 9, but here's okay, Mike, and this is where we're going to talk about it. Pillowcase. Do you think pillowcase is an acceptable answer?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at a yellow one right now.
Okay, cleats.
Yeah,
Cleats.
yellow cleats.
What are you talking about? Cleats?
Devontae Adams wore yellow cleats for the Packers.
You could say You could say lamp then. Yep. And then you could say, oh, yellow lamp.
Yeah.
I wasn't real specific on the rules. This is kind of just a last minute thing here.
Okay.
Okay. Mike, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Things you can buy for $5 or less. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gum, toothpick, bottle of water, cheeseburger, French fries, shoelaces, coffee.
10 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trying to mess with my head. Dude, it could be you could name, like, I try not to do food because you could literally name off like a million food.
Well, I wasn't specific. So
Yeah.
anyway, Matt takes that round. Did you guys got anything for me? I'll offer it to you. No, good. Okay.
Hold on. I got one.
All right.
This is kind of brands of chips.
Dude, that's way easier than ours.
What?
5.
You should say
4.
kinds of chips.
No, brands. Way harder.
Brands?
There's no. Okay, that's hard for me.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Yep. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Lay's, Pringles. Pringles is a brand, right?
Yep.
Old Dutch. What's the Tostitos? Is that one?
Yep.
What's the Funyuns one? Is it Funyuns Lay's too? Cheetos? Is Cheetos their own brand?
I'm not sure, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
5, 4, 3.
Pickle chips, vinegar chips.
You missed a good one. Ruffles.
What about Doritos?
Yeah. Doritos. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have a better activity next week. And again, watch. We'll probably do that right now. We'll make the post right now to all. We'll do Twitter. We'll do Facebook. We'll do Instagram. And we're excited to give away some Packer tickets. So, and don't forget about our online store. Again, that'll close in like 2 weeks from last Monday. So that's what?
Some nice stuff on there for sure. T-shirt,
16th,
tank top, hats,
16th,
sweatshirt, polo.
Yep, 16th. And who knows? Maybe we'll get Sarah on the podcast for next week. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.